Happy Friday, everyone! We made it to the weekend, all right! Congrats on finishing another work week. It's Friday! It's Friday! You can all do the happy dance now because you finished the work week, all right! This is Pamela Pedrick with PamelaPedrick.net coming to you today with another tip on how you can lose weight. Now, the title of this description is your weight loss efforts being sabotaged? If so, it might not be what you think it may be. One of the things that might be sabotaging your weight loss efforts is lack of good quality sleep. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I don't get any quality sleep, or man, I never thought of that, or there's just no way I can get good quality sleep. Now, good quality sleep, at least 8 hours, they actually suggest 9 hours, but at least 8 hours is needed for us to lose weight, and it also has many other health benefits. In fact, getting good quality sleep is so important for our overall health that even the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, actually has information about what happens when we don't get good quality sleep, when we're in a state of sleeplessness because we get less than 7 hours of sleep. And that's what they describe as having lack of good quality sleep, is less than 7 hours of sleep a night. I know I'm very guilty of this at times, leading a very busy life, and I know that many of you suffer from this as well. So they contribute lack of good quality sleep towards diabetes, hypertension, causes cardiovascular disorders, and also obesity. They're attributing this lack of quality sleep to. So not getting a good quality sleep might be actually sabotaging your weight loss efforts. So today I'm going to tell you 3 tips on what you can do to get that good quality sleep. Now, what's the reason? What does good sleep do for us other than helping us to feel rested and ready to start our day the next day? Well, actually, when we sleep, especially between the hours of 12 a.m. to 2 a.m., our bodies produce this miracle hormone that naturally burns fat and calories. And this hormone is called human growth hormone. Now, you might be familiar with it or you might not, but actually human growth hormone helps us to grow in our childhood, right, into adulthood. But what it does in our adulthood, like I said, is this little miracle hormone, is it helps us to lose weight. So when we get that good quality sleep, our bodies naturally produce this human growth hormone that helps us to burn fat and calories. In fact, as I said, between the hours of 12 a.m. to 2 a.m., that is when our bodies produce the most human growth hormone that it can, between those hours. So if you feel like, oh, there's no way I can get good quality sleep, I can't get 8 hours of sleep, at least try to go to bed so that you're in a deep sleep between those hours of 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. so that you can create that human growth hormone. Now, human growth hormone actually helps us to decrease our cortisol levels. Now, if you saw my broadcast yesterday, you probably saw that cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, helps us gain weight, right? It increases our weight, or it sabotages our weight loss efforts because it hinders us from losing weight. So HGH, human growth hormone, and cortisol are actually adversely related, meaning that the more HGH our bodies have or produces, the lower our cortisol levels will be. In fact, decreasing our cortisol levels is so important that what research shows that the higher our cortisol levels are, the more we as women will tend to binge eat. Okay, so not only do women have all these other issues we're dealing with, but we're also going to be binge eating because we have these high cortisol levels. Yay! But as I said, you can do something about it, getting that good quality sleep, naturally producing that human growth hormone. The higher we have it, the lower those cortisol levels will be, and the more weight loss we can lose, burning those nice fat and calories, right? Now, number 2, what you need to do, here are my tips. I've got 3 of them for you, all right? First tip is to get good quality sleep, get the TV, get the laptop, get the cell phones out of your bedrooms. You might think, there's no way. You might be, no, I can't do that. I gotta watch my TV before I go to bed. Remember yesterday's broadcast, if you saw it, our brains never ever sleep. They're constantly going. So our little neurons are biffing away, talking to each other, communicating. So if you've just watched TV before we went to bed, or if we're falling asleep to the TV, because I know a lot of us out there do that, and I did this myself as well. I thought, maybe, watch TV and put the sleep mode on and I'll fall asleep. But what actually happens is everything's going to be playing in our minds. Our brains are keep going, so we're not getting good sleep. You might find yourself tossing and turning, waking up between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Got to get up and go to the bathroom, get back to sleep, but then it takes us more time to get back to sleep. So try at least, if you can't get out everything, try at least getting one screen out of your bedroom this week. You might see a good difference in that. In fact, I've heard of a lifestyle coach recently who actually advocates for his clients to get everything, all the screens out of their bedroom at night, and they report back that, man, I've had the best sleep this week that I ever had. So try it this week. Tip number 2, something that you can do to help you get that good quality sleep is do not eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Now, you may be thinking, well, okay, that sounds decent. I can do that. And I kind of realize if you go to bed with a full belly, that might, feel uncomfortable, might not be able to get to sleep right away. Understand that. But what actually happens is when we eat 2 to 3 hours before we go to bed, our bodies produce insulin because when we eat carbohydrates, our bodies produce that as sugar. Sugar is needed for energy. Insulin's created to put that sugar into our cells. And it shows that when we have high insulin levels, when we're sleeping, our body does not produce the HGH that we need to burn those fat and calories. So if you eat between 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, you won't have that HGH levels, that body creating that, because the insulin's going to interfere with that. Now, if you feel like, well, what about those times when I really am hungry? Go ahead and eat something, but don't eat anything that's going to be real heavy or high in sugar. Eat more of a protein, some nuts, or some other protein items that you can do. All right, so tip number 3 is, gotta look at my notes, sorry about that. Oh, of course we're coming to the weekend, so you gotta talk about this, right? Avoid caffeine and alcohol before going to bed. Now, many of you might think, well, I understand the caffeine concept because, yeah, I can't drink caffeine before I go to bed because it's gonna keep me awake. But what about alcohol? I mean, I get sleepy when I drink some beer or some wine. Well, what's that gonna do with my sleep? Yes, alcohol will make you feel sleepy. You might be able to go to sleep with it, but it's going to interfere with that deep sleep in our sleep stages. So we're not going to be in the stages of sleep that we need to be for our bodies to create that miracle hormone, that human growth hormone that naturally burns fat and calories. And I know we're coming to the weekend. Make an exception for you. Go ahead, have that caffeine and alcohol. You got through the work week. Well, come Monday, Sunday nights, try to not drink any caffeine or any alcohol before going to bed. You might find a difference in that because, as I said, it's going to interfere with your stages of sleep. Your body's not going to be in the stages of sleep it needs to be to create that miracle hormone, human growth hormone, which burns fat and calories for us. All right, so thanks for the like there. If you're new to my broadcast, click write new in the comments. If you found value, share or tag someone in the comment section. And as I said, if you're watching the replay, I do check back on the comments and I will comment back to you for more tips and motivation on how to get healthy, lose weight, and to get a slimmer, trimmer you. Visit my website at PamelaPedrick.net. Have a fabulous weekend, everyone. To your health.